Alright, welcome everyone. I am wandering off, and we are gonna go through the Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. I presume that's how you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. But we're just gonna start a new game. Play from the beginning, autosave data will be overwritten. So yes. Been walking for a while now. CJ, a young girl descended from generations of scavengers, she has come to New Neva to complete her family's rite of passage. Flyer. Rune burrows discovered. Wealth beyond your wildest dreams awaits you in New Neva. All adventurers welcome. Based on what I heard at the inn yesterday, it shouldn't be too far now. Unless I'm lost. Yeah, stop. You help me out, will you? What have we got here? Thieves? Bandits, they're all over the place lately. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight, though. What's that supposed to mean, huh? I'm a regular, everyday trader. You often go around judging folks on how they look? Wow, sorry. Going after helpless traders now, are we? Bandit, clear out, little girl. Sigh, and you don't even have the decency to deny it. Can't just watch a man's property get stolen, can I? Goes against my principles. Well, come on then, cowards. I'll take you for all you're worth. Defeat the bandits. Combat basics. Approach and attack incoming enemies. Although some fights can be avoided, occasionally enemies will block the path ahead. Always be ready for some action. Basic controls. X is attack, A is jump, RT is unique skill. Quick step. CJ's unique skill. CJ can traverse short distances at high speed. Quick step forward while in motion and backwards while stationary. Time your movement right and you can use this skill to evade enemy attacks. Retreat. Not bad at all, better than I expected from a youngin'. Hogan's the name. You really saved my skin, I owe you one. Hogan. Never one to miss a trend, Hogan was quick to notice the sudden influx of adventurers to New Neva, and even quicker to set up shop at the town's authorized trading post. CJ, Honorable Scavenger, at your service. Honorable Scavenger, how's that work? Well, scavenging is Just treasure hunting, isn't it? Only difference between that and thieving is whether your mark is living or dead. Thieves think too highly of themselves, though. That's what my clan says, anyway. So scavenger suits you better, huh? You're journeying to New Neva for treasure, then, I take it? Sure am. What about you? Just left, picked up some trinkets and came out here to sell them off. What about lenses? Do they have lenses? Yep, plenty of them too. I even heard of some lucky souls finding rune lenses down in them burrows. Yes, I gotta get down there now. That humongous lens is as good as mine. Which way to the town? Now, what kind of gentleman would I be if I didn't take you there myself? Least I can do, after all. Young guard, back again already, Hogan? Wait, where are your escorts? Bolted at the first sign of bandits, paid good money for 'em too. Middle-aged guard, bandits again? A tougher bunch than last time. Someone ought to do something soon. Look, we're just here to guard the checkpoint, alright? If you've got a complaint, take it up with the acting mayor. Yeah. And who's this little lady? Her name's CJ. She's, what was it? Honorable scavenger, here to accept the acting mayor's generous invitation. And she's more reliable than you layabouts, that's for sure. Another reckless adventurer willing to risk their lives, and a child at that. I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. There's not a single member of my clan who's got their head screwed on. Reckless fools, every one of them. Fair enough, acting mayor will certainly be glad to hear that. Proceed. Back so soon? I'm quite sure I watched you leave just a little while ago. You won't believe what happened, Squash. Squash, my word. Well, at least you're unscathed. Thanks to this young lady, no less. Madam CJ, was it? Squash authorized appraiser. A pleasure to meet you. Squash, a connoisseur of all that shimmers. The promise of a glimmering future drew Squash to New Neva to open his accessory shop. His discerning eye quickly earned him the role of the town's authorized appraiser. Authorized appraiser? Indeed, it is my duty to appraise the artifacts excavated from the burrows. What for? Why, to determine their value, of course. All artifacts found in the burrows are subject to an explorer tax of 30%. 30%? You haven't heard the worst of it yet. If you want into the rune burrows, you're gonna need an explorer's license from the acting mayor. And that license doesn't come cheap. Ain't that right, Squash? I'm afraid so. This mayor sounds proper rapacious, if you ask me. Yep, rapacious is the word. Quiet. Well, what's to stop me sneaking out the other side of the rune anyway? Oh, I wouldn't recommend that. You get caught trying hightail it out of here with a bag full of loot. Well, you won't get very far. Mayor's hired an unsavory from the East Reach to put a stop to any thieving that might occur, so I've heard at least. I've seen many a crook dealt with in my day, but that mercenary is unnerving. I'm quite sure his presence is the only thing keeping those bandits from darkening our door. How's about we go see the mayor for ourselves, eh? Even a rapacious old soul can be reasoned with after all. Sounds like a plan. Lead the way. Right this way, the town is just ahead. Well then, perhaps the next time we meet, you'll have handfuls of treasure for me to appraise. Until then, farewell. Here it is, a flourishing new frontier in the grip of a gold rush. Welcome to New Nevada. Not much to look at, is it? Well, I did say flourishing, didn't I? Work in progress, huh? Is this an earthquake? God, I can't stand earthquakes. You're fine, wasn't even that big. Right, ha ha. Anyway, earthquakes are pretty common here. Best be on your toes. Of course, it's thanks to an earthquake that we even found them burrows. Real big one about 3 months ago. So that's what happened. Well, I best be getting back. Got a store to run after all, or I will eventually. Figured I'd make a, a buck or two by setting up a trading post for ventures to trade their wares. Mosey on by once I've opened up. Wait, where can I find that mayor you were talking about? Town office in the plaza, I suppose. Where else? Thanks, Hogan. Stay out of trouble now. Fingers crossed, Missy. Fingers crossed. Bye-bye. Now then, time to track down this money-grabbing mayor. Main menu. From the main menu, you can check your current quest progress as well as your stats and items. A mini map showing your current location is also displayed on this screen. The plaza. This bustling plaza is the beating heart of New Nevada, with townsfolk passing through it day and night. The town office sits at its center, where the bulletin board can also be found whenever CJ feels like helping the residents. The treasure hunter. Find the acting mayor in the plaza. Excuse me, any idea where a girl might find that rapacious acting mayor I've heard so much about? Rapacious? How rude. Oh, lighten up, wait, it's not you, is it? I am Isha. I am Isha, the acting mayor of this town. Yes, I should very much like to know who considers me rapacious, though. Isha, having taken over as acting mayor after her father went missing, Isha is responsible for the decision to open the quarry to adventurers and for taxing them for the privilege. Ah, well, that's Hogan and Squash. Them again, perhaps their taxes are due for an increase. Sorry, guys. So, rapacious might have been a bit much, hee hee. From what I'd heard about the mayor, I was expecting some old fogey, not a, charming young woman such as yourself. How old are you, anyway? 16, what of it? Same as me. I'm CJ, nice to meet you. An adventurer, I presume. Never judge a book by its boots, as they say. We welcome all sorts here. CJ, initials perhaps, prefer to keep your real name secret, is that it? Enough about me. License, that's right. I came here to get an explorer's license. An explorer's license costs 100,000 bakwa, not a penny less. 100,000 bakwa? Are you mad, woman? Do I look like I've got that on me? I'm 16. Give me the children's fee, like the horse carriages in the city. You think me as dull-witted as that? Even your horse carriages consider anyone older than 12 capable of paying full price. You know your horse carriages, I'll give you that. Fret not, we offer assistance to the financially enfeebled. Take this stamp card, collect enough stamps, and I'll issue you an explorer's license. A stamp card? The residents of New Nevada post odd jobs on the bulletin board frequently. Complete a task, and that resident will stamp your card for you. So I have to help out around the town, is that it? In a nutshell, yes. Many were troubled considerably by the earthquake 3 months back. Help is in great demand and short supply. Piece of cake, don't go anywhere, cause I'll be back for my license before you know it. Stamp card. Collect stamps in this card by helping the townsfolk with whatever they need. Essential for acquiring an explorer's license. No adventure in New Nevada can be without their stamp card. Main quest 1, first day on the job. Find townsfolk who need your help. Hello. Don't suppose you know of anyone who needs any help around here? Little girl, I sure do. Really? Who? Me. Oh. Look, I'd love to help you, but if it's not gonna get my card stamped, I'll have to decline. Stamp? Like the one Mayor Isha gave everyone? I've got one. Look. Oh, even you kids have them. With this stamp, adventurers will perform any and all tasks you require. So use and abuse them. That's what Mayor Isha said. Rapacious might have been right on the money after all. Are you an adventurer too? Yep, call me CJ. What's your name? Priya. Priya. So, will you help me out? Me, CJ? I certainly will. What can I do for you today, Priya? Find Yum Yum. Yum Yum ran away from a home and hasn't come back yet. Can't be having that now, can we? Is Yum Yum your little sister, brother? My cat, she's white and fluffy and cute and cuddly. You want me to track down a cat? So much for treasure hunting, I suppose. She got startled by that quake earlier and jumped out the window. She's still little, so it's dangerous for her to go out by herself. If she wanders outside the walls, she could be eaten by a monster. Oh, please find her for me, CJ. Yum Yum is my most treasured friend. Treasured, you say? Well, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's finding treasure. I'll have Yum Yum back to you in no time. Oh, thank you. I'll be right here, okay? Old woman. An outlander. Save your breath. This used to be a quiet little village till you showed up. Nothing but a nuisance, that the lot of you. What is that Isha last thinking, eh? No respect for tradition. Girl, whoa, never seen a venture like you before. If you find anything good, don't keep it all for yourself, yeah? Hee hee. That old bag might not see the benefit letting you ventures in, but I do. Mining all we've got after all, especially now they've sealed off the burrows. What use would a mining town be without a mine, honestly? Isha might be a bit daft at times, but she's right about this. What do you mean? Greedy, certainly, but daft. Ah, I didn't mean nothing by it. She's just different from the rest of us. You haven't seen a fluffy white cat being cute and cuddly around here, have you? Boy, I have Priya's cat, right? Yum Yum. Really, where'd it go? I pulled its tail and it ran off into the woods. Why would you pull a cat's tail? Why not? Nothing to do with an outlander like you anyway. Charming. She's only small, so she'll be gobbled up by monsters for sure. There are monsters all over the place since the mining started. There'll be no cats getting gobbled on my watch. I promised Priya I'd return her treasure, and that's what I'm gonna do. I appreciate the info, kid. Could have done without the attitude, though. You can go from town outskirts to the great forest. Dungeons. There are a variety of dungeons around the town, each rich with their own unique resource ready for you to mine. Since the earthquake, monsters have been sighted in greater and greater numbers, so proceed with caution. Find Yum Yum in the Great Forest. The Great Forest, a large, lush forest located just outside the border of New Nevada. While the area is rich with food, wood, and stone, the monsters which have gathered there since the earthquake have made it a dangerous place to be. Mannish Adventure. A cat? No idea, sorry. The Great Forest. Level up. A cat. Small, white, fluffy, cute. Yep, you must be Yum Yum. Ahem. Yum Yum. Psst, 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 psst. Who's a good kitty, eh? Nothing to be afraid of. Please don't run away. Gotcha. Meow. Yum Yum. Meow. What's a little angel like you doing in a place like this, eh? Let's get you back to your family, shall we? I'm back, and look who I found. Meow. Yum Yum. Brr. I was so worried about you, dummy. Cut her some slack. Yeah, she had a bit of a scare and ran off into the woods, that's all. A scare? Oh no. I'm sorry, Yum Yum. At least you're not hurt. Don't go wandering off no more, okay? Meow. Thank you so much, CJ, as promised. Here's my stamp. Why, thank you. And done. One stamp down, sigh, plenty more to go. Say, Priya, you don't happen to know anyone else who might need some help, do you? Sure do. Really? Who's next then? My dad. Our house got all messed up in the big quake 3 months ago. Dad's been trying to fix it, but he never has enough wood. Do you think you could help him, CJ? Of course, leave it to me. Gotta fill up this stamp card so I can get my explorer's license, you see? Can't expect it to stamp itself, can I? You're the best, CJ. So where is your dad, anyway? We live just over there in the residential district. Got it. Bye now. Bye for now, Priya. Bye bye. Stamp received. 50 experience obtained. Leveling up. As your party accumulates experience, their levels and stats will increase. Experience is gained by completing quests and defeating enemies inside dungeons. Achievement unlocked. Plenty more to go. Quest completed. Main quest 2. Repair my broken house. For find Priya's dad in the residential district. You can now go from plaza to residential district. The residential district. Lifelong residents of New Nevada have their homes in this part of town. Acting Mayor Isha also calls this place home. Excuse me, don't suppose you're Priya's dad, are you? I am. And who might you be? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Yep, I'm CJ. Nice to meet you. Ganesh. I'm Ganesh. How exactly do you know my Priya then? We just met in the plaza. I helped her to track down Yum Yum. Is that so? Very kind of you. So what brings you here to me? Priya said you'd be been having some trouble rebuilding your home after that big quake. Thought I'd come by and lend a hand. I see, and I suppose you're collecting stamps then. Yep, I've only got one for now, so if there's anything you need help with, I'm your girl. I suppose I do have a small job you could take care of. You do? Why not? Acting mayor's got the right idea as far as you adventurers go. If you're willing to work, who am I to turn you away? We're right. Ha ha. So what's the job? I need you to gather some wood for the repairs on my house. You'll have to venture out to the great forest outside the town. That's all, no problem. I'd go myself, but since the excavation, I've heard all sorts of creatures have been seen in the woods. Everyone here is far too scared to venture down and see for themselves. I'd no idea the rune burrows had caused so much trouble. Oh, you'll be needing an axe then, unless you plan on talking the trees into coming down. Here, take this old one. Thanks, I'll be back in a bit. Take care. Axe level 1 received. Axe. With this item, you can cut down trees in forests and elsewhere to obtain wood. As you level up your axe, you will increase the variations of wood you can acquire. Healing potion level 1 received. Using consumables. Consumable items like potions and bombs are kept in your stovepack. If your stovepack is full, items will be held in your storehouse until you need them. Be sure to check your stovepack before venturing out. Repair my broken house. Gather lumber from the great forest. I forgot to put potions in my stovepack. Learn from my mistakes, kid. Stock up before you head out. Enemies and resources. Once enemies have been slain and resources gathered, they will not be available again until you leave the dungeon. If you can't find the resources you need, head back to your base and try again after a good rest. Resource bag. A bag designed to store resources gathered in the dungeon. Once you return to the city, its contents will be transferred to your storehouse. Once your resource bag is full, you will be unable to gather any more. Remember though, you can always throw away resources you don't need. The Great Forest. Jump attack. Flying enemies will be found inside dungeons. Jumping attacks are the best way to handle airborne enemies. I should really just get what I need and get back. I'm just curious, does it reset now? I think it does. Yeah. Level up. I'm back, got what you need, I reckon. Wonderful, finally I can finish fixing my house. You have my thanks. This house has been in my family for generations. It's my most treasured possession. Don't know what I'd do if I were to lose it. My ancestors are probably rolling in their graves. You really helped me out, you know. Here, let me stamp that card for you. Thanks, CJ. You're very welcome, Priya. Yum Yum is behaving herself, I trust. Meow. You're a good one. You are. You know, if all the adventurers were like you, even my old man might come around. Have you got Anywhere to stay while you're here? Nah, not yet. Guess I should go look for the inn. You won't find anything like an inn around here, I'm afraid. What? But then, where do all the adventurers stay? They pitch tents down by Outlander Lane. The tents? Of course, I doubt there be any space for another one down there now. Adventurers have been pouring in for the last few months, all looking to strike it rich. Sleeping on the streets, didn't expect that. If it's and all the same to you, we've a little house you could borrow. The last tenant just left. Nothing fancy, but beats sleeping rough, I'd wager. Ah, well, I don't really have any money. You saw to it that Priya and me have a roof over our heads. Least I can do is offer the same in kind. No need for money. Really? Here, take the key. It's just down that hill. Have a look when you have time. Thank you. Stamp received. 50 experience obtained. Head down the hill to your lodging. How are the lodgings then? Think they'll do? Of course, but is it really okay for me to stay here for free? I said as much, didn't I? A man's only as good as his word. If you don't mind, though, I'd appreciate it if you could help my father like you helped us. Your father, so Priya's grandfather. I'm happy to help, but what with? Repairing the clock tower. Clock tower? You might have noticed a fallen pillar of rubble in the plaza that used to be our town's symbolic clock tower. I've tried telling my father that we just don't have the materials to fix it, but do you think he'd listen? Say no more. You need help, I need stamps. That's all there is to it. Thanks. Also, a word to the wise, my father can be blunt, to put it lightly. I doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at I don't doubt he'll put his foot in his mouth at some stage, but I'd appreciate it if you'd just ignore him. No worries, I'm well used to dealing with old folks. Thank you, his name is Shiva. If you head to the plaza now, you'll probably find him. Sorry about that. Base. CJ is home away from home, and base for her adventuring resting here for the night will recover all your strength. Save. You can save your progress at CJ's base or at any signpost. If you are defeated in battle, you will resume the game from your last save. Autosave data will update automatically. Quest clear. Main quest 3, Old Shiba's Clock Tower. Head to the crumbled clock tower. As if we haven't had it bad enough already. Excuse me, are you Priya's grandpa by any chance? Shiba, and if I am, what's it to a money-hungry outlander, I heard you could use a hand restoring this clock tower to its former glory. Me, a hand? Oh, I see. You think you can line up your pockets by taking advantage of an elderly gentleman, is that it? Well, you won't pull the wool over my eyes. Away with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not it at all. Priya's dad asked me to help you out. That useless old sod been flapping his gums to outlanders now, has he? Stay out of this, outlander. No one needs help from the likes of you. But this is important, isn't it? Of course it is. My ancestors built this when they first arrived in Old Nuva 150 years ago, a more precious treasure this town has never known. Of course, it's bloody important. Old Neva. I thought this place was called New Neva. Old Neva is the town our ancestors came upon. Abandoned it was, barely worth being called a town, so the story goes. So they built it up anew and called it New Neva. This clock tower is a treasured testament to their vision for New Neva. Pains me to see it in this state. Can't have that then, can we? Lucky for you, I know a thing or two about taking care of treasures. You can keep your coin, good sir. A stamp will do just fine. A stamp? Those things Daxa's girls sent around? It's risky work. Better a no-good venture take it on than any of us. Fine, get to it. You'll need to go get great tree bob from the biggest tree in the great forest. Off you go then. How am I supposed to know which is the biggest one? Give me a hint or something. Well, it'll be the one furthest in, won't it? It's huge. Even you couldn't miss it. Furthest in, Okay, I'll be back. Old Shiba's clock tower. Find the great tree in the great forest. Alright, so we read that one. Level up. Signposts. Signposts can be found at key points inside dungeons to give you information about where you currently are. At signposts, you can fast travel to any previously visited area within the dungeon, and you can also save your game. Looking at something? You an adventurer too? Here for the treasure? Sure, why not? What's that then? Looks important. That's just a rock. Doesn't look like any ordinary rock though. Well, wait. You haven't seen a big huge tree in your travels, have you? Nah. Guess it's further in then. Thanks anyway. Hold it, princess. Oh, what? The forest is crawling with monsters today. You go any deeper in, you might not come back out. Monsters. Gulp. What kind of scavenger would I be if I let that put me off? Level up. Healing potion level 1 received. Yep, this must be the one, alright. Which branch looks best, huh? What the? Boss battles. A menacing boss lies in wait deep inside each dungeon. Once they've been discovered, defeating them is your only means of escape. Watch closely and attack when the enemies reveal their weak point to deal major damage. Shield gauge. Some stronger enemies, such as bosses, are protected by a shield. Until you have broken through the shield, the enemy will take no damage. Pay close attention to the enemy's shield gauge as well as their health gauge. Stopack. Your stopack is used to carry items such as healing potions and herbs, which you'll need as you venture through the dungeons. If you find yourself in trouble against a strong enemy, check your stopack to see what you've got. Really? Great tree ball receipt. Rune fragments. A valuable material necessary for the development of rune lenses. Some resources can serve as catalysts to create a variety of runes when combined with this material. Valuables. Some items are more valuable than others. When you find a valuable on your travels, you won't be able to throw it away, but it won't take up space in your resource bag. One more time. I'm back. Let me see. Yes. This'll no doubt about it. Great tree bow. You could have warned me, about the big scary monster tree that it attacked me as soon as I saw it. Excuse me? The tree fiend. Would have been nice to know in advance, that's all. I'm lucky it didn't pick branches off of me. Tree fiend, impossible. The sorcerer, I warned them. I warned all of them. You alright, old man? Got a moment? Not interrupting something, are we? Chiba, could you spare a few minutes? The rapacious, rather brilliant acting mayor. What was that? Nothing, nothing at all. Ha ha ha. Excuse me, Shiba. This is Gaktu of Outlander Lane. I believe you have already met, but allow me to formally introduce you all the same. Gaktu. The smell of gold and promise of fortune drew the sagacious Gaktu to New Neva, where he quickly became the representative for the merchant and adventurers of Outlander Lane. I see, and what brings you both here? I've got nothing to say to either of you. Shiva, I know you and I don't see eye to eye on the burrows. Still, I expect you to abide by my decisions. As such, I must ask that you and the other objectors stop causing trouble in Outlander Lane. The stamp card system is going a long way toward building trust between us and the Outlanders. Trust, you don't even know the meaning of the word. If you'd an ounce of sense in your head, you'd chase every last venture out before it's too late. Let's all try to stay calm, shall we? What exactly are you talking about? Too late for what? The evil sorcerer's curse. He's in the burrows, I tell you. He who suffered the wrath of the gods themselves. He was sealed for a reason. Mark my word, break that seal and it won't just be fiends you'll be up against. It'll be much, much worse than that. Now this sounds like an adventure. You can't put so much stock in those old fables, Shiva. Fables, eh? So I suppose that's that expedition that went in were fabled to death. Were they? You want our children to go through that too? This town is on the verge of collapse. Mining is beneficial for our people and essential to New Neva's continued existence. Exactly. And what of your precious clock tower? Surely you could use some strapping young adventurers to help rebuild it. Isn't that right, young lady? Huh? Me? Oh, well, yeah. That was the plan, sure. See, honestly, Shiva, you embarrass yourself. I've got countless young folk who tell me every day just how hard they slave away for the good of this town and its residents. How long do you intend to hold out? Think of the effect it will have on your family's reputation. Fine, please yourselves, pay no mind to stubborn old men like me. Well, wait, my stamp. Oh, give me the card. Stamp received. 200 experience obtained. Quest clear. The main quest 4. The cost of good manners. Speak with Isha in the plaza. One more time.